Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pasiones de la Pasiones, a little brief one-shot before we get into the Radiant Citadel. As you may notice, we have a slightly different cast than what we said we were going to have. Unfortunately, Trezelta is a little under the weather, so he has stepped out. And thankfully, at the last minute, we have a last-minute casting call was shot out, and the lovely Michael is joining us instead. So thank you, Michael, for stepping in at the last second there. Should be just as fun, just as chaotic, and I hope all of you in YouTube land and later on Twitch as well enjoy this little one-shot of Passions of the Passions, which is a telenovela role-playing game. So why don't we go around, introduce ourselves. We'll introduce their character's name and their playbook, and then afterwards we'll get into a bit of the building mechanics and how this game runs, because I believe we have some questions to ask for each other, and I have some questions for you, my players, my actors, my characters. And this is a Powered by the Apocalypse system. So we're using 2d6. I don't roll any dice this game, which is just wonderful. And let's have some fun. So I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm going to be the master of ceremonies for our little telenovela Muchos, Cocineros en la Cocina. I should have actually looked how to pronounce this name, but I forgot.
Cocineros en la Cocina.
Cocina. There we go. Cocina. Thank you. And to my right is Kelly. I don't know which way is the right way.
Fair. Hey, everybody. I'm Kelly. I use he and him. And today I am playing the El Caballero, Federico. The El Caballero is steadfast and principled and tries to right the wrongs of his past. And Jen, I have a prop on me that I think you might remember.
Oh, no.
Oh, hold on. I need another button down. There we go.
There we go. Now you're proper attire.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, and I have a little treat. I have the official Passions, Passion de las Passions dice from the Kickstarter. Bam!
Amazing.
Ooh, I just rolled double hearts.
Wow.
This is going to be a good game, everybody.
You win.
We win.
That's
All
it,
right, good night,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank
Win the
you.
game.
Good night.
Good night.
Yep.
Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Kelly. And let's go to Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I'm playing Beatriz, I don't know how to pronounce this, Emplada playbook. I have never taken Spanish. I took French, so...
It's
I
like
have
that,
not
but
taken
with
Spanish,
tighter
and I will be
pants.
correcting everyone's pronunciation for this.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Jen. Because I was like, ooh, crap. She's searching and inquisitive. You find your path in the brambles.
Wonderful. Let's go down to Jen, our Spanish expert consultant pronunciation for this episode.
It's been so long since I've actually taken Spanish, but I did enjoy it a lot when I was in it. So, but hi, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Soraya, La Bellezza. I actually don't know if that's a double L or a Y sound, and that's on me. But anyway, she also uses she, her pronouns, or like center of and attention pronouns. That might also be her pronouns.
Yeah, that's accurate. Let's go to Amy in the middle.
Hello, I am Amy. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I am playing, what did I say? Isabella, I think. The oh god, Gemelo, I think. Gemelo.
Gemelo.
Yeah, it's probably a soft G.
Gemello.
Gemelo.
Gemelo.
Yeah, Gemelo. El Gemelo. Yeah, the twin. Duplicitous and hidden. You find scraps of another's glory. So we're gonna have to figure something out. Figure out who my twin is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then finally, our late addition to the show, but of course I feel like that is natural for a telenovela, Michael.
Hi everyone, it's me, Michael, going with he, him pronouns, and tonight I'm going to be playing Rico Suave. Yes, that Rico Suave from the music video back in the 90s. Unfortunately, he's a little bit older now, but he is the La Donna, though technically that's the Don. So he's the patriarch around here, and it's probably all of my wealth from my huge musical blown-up career that everyone's been sponging off of me for decades. Oh, by the way, I definitely dye my hair.
Of course, of course. Great. So that is our cast of characters. Let's go a little bit into the how do we play Pasiones de la Pasiones. So first off, I am going to read a little note from the author that came with this book from their Kickstarter, because this is a Latinx game, and as you may notice, we all look pretty non-Latinx. But this is a note from the author, who is Brandon Leon Gambetta. And he says, as a Latino game designer, Viva Peru, I wrote Pasiones de la Pasiones to show a slice of the culture that I grew up with. From the beginning, this game was meant to be a telenovela, not a soap opera. I wrote this game to show my love of a genre to people who didn't have the same love, and even more importantly, to provide a way for people who do have the same love to dive into something important to their identity. It's not meant to be the definitive text on Latinidad in gaming, but part of a growing tapestry of games that bring Latinx experiences into the tabletop RPG world. This game is about Latinx characters. There's no place on your sheet to choose that you are Latinx, because if you're playing Pasión de la Pasiones, you should be playing a Latinx character. Additionally, the NPCs presented in this game and the ones introduced by the MC should be Latinx unless there's a very good reason for them not to be. Hello, American businessman coming in to buy up the family restaurant. I designed everything in this game with the intention for the players to portray a telenovela, from the name lists to the moves to the playsets. Embrace that. Challenge assumptions that the media can't sell without white leads, and live out the most passionate stories that exist. Don't be afraid to embrace the Latinidad of the game in full. So we are going to be playing Latinx characters, and we are going to do them in very respectful ways. We are not going to do any sort of derogatory accents. I encourage you to try some light, like Antonio Banderas style accents, but we are gonna honor the author's wishes of playing this game as Latinx characters. And I have all the NPC cards that are one of my tools in the toolbox from this thing that have all their information on it, and this is going to be a fun time. So, with that being said, let's go over a little bit of the character stuff, because we have I have some questions for all of you players. So, un momento, por favor. I'm going to find the page. I have many tabs.
Yeah.
To ask you.
I'm excited for this. This is so we're actually using a version of this game that I kickstarted, because when I saw the idea for a telenovela game, I got way too excited for my own good. There is a telenovela that Robin and I watched a little bit of on Netflix to see if she wanted to run this. I highly recommend it. 30 seconds, 90 seconds is all you need to watch to get the entire vibe of a telenovela if you've never seen any. And it's called, what is it? It's on Netflix Canada. It's got horses in the title. I strongly recommend it to everybody.
I feel like I know that one.
Have you watched-
Also, when I was in Spanish class, we used to watch telenovelas to learn Spanish. It was great.
That's great. So, what we're going to be doing today, because you can make up your own season. So, they have options for that. They also have given you a couple play sets in this kickstarting book. So we are going to be playing in the El Sabor del Amor, which I've changed the title from that, but it's basically a playset that focuses upon keeping things flirty, light, and bright. It attempts to capture the feel of suddenly blossoming flirtatious love while also giving space for familial drama. You keep things fun and cheerful. Mostly, it's a little off being quirky, but that's part of the joy of it. We are playing a restaurant, so this is all going to be set in mostly the restaurant that the game has given you the options of Lunatica, which if we can keep that name, or if you want to create a different name for our restaurant, we can do that. But you're all basically going to be related and working in the restaurant together, and we're going to play with the family drama that comes with that. So how do we like the name Lunatica? If we want to change it, we can totally change that as well.
I like it.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds seafoody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I guess we're in like a
Paella.
really in this.
Ooh, paella.
Oh, my stomach. That sounds good to me though.
Yeah, great. So we're gonna keep Lunatica.
I don't know at any point that I'll ever try paella now. I got sick by like
done right.
accident. They got sick from eating it and then they passed it to me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
I didn't even get the enjoyment of eating it.
Yeah, that's
Not so
fair.
much.
Oh, it's good when it's done right.
I bet.
So I have a couple of questions. So I'll give you the basic description of the start of the playset that we have, and then you can kind of think about your character. And if we want, we can either answer my questions, or if we want to start going through playbooks and asking your relationships with the other, because you have some relationship blanks to fill in. So we can start to create this little world, and then we will do the last time on and get started. So the basic description: the Salazar family, so that is you, has owned Lunatica for generations, a restaurant that has surpassed the taste and composition of any establishment in the city. Rising up from a hole in the wall to an elegant must-see, Lunatica has been through a lot. Every dish created is with recipes handed down from constantly improved. The kitchen sizzles with the stress that comes from constantly pursuing and sometimes achieving perfection. Between the steam and the clattering of pots, will love taste as perfect as it looks?
Nice.
So that is the description of how we're going to start. We have some, they've given me the locations in the restaurant and some role questions. So who amongst you do you think is the biggest heartbreaker?
I mean, probably me.
Yeah.
I was
Honestly.
thinking. So Soraya is heartbreaking.
I'm pretty sure I flirt with literally everyone I'm not related to in this restaurant.
All right. Beautiful. So my question for you, biggest heartbreaker, what opportunity has being seen around Lunatica presented you with? So what's come of people seeing you in the restaurant and stuff? What could potentially has been beneficial? Has someone come up to you, found you?
That's a good question.
If you want, I can start reading through stuff and I can let people kind of mull through the questions. Okay.
That'd be great.
So
thank you.
you think on that. On the next one, who do you think is the most roguish of the group?
Formerly Federico.
I mean, that probably works for this.
Okay.
So why was getting a job at Lunatica the best chance for you to get out of trouble?
Because I have to prove that I've left that life behind me.
Okay.
For my mother. God rest her soul.
Do you want to know? Think about that, and if you want to mention to us in our private chat as well of what you were previously done that you have left behind, so I can potentially maybe may come back to bite you later in the episode. Who knows?
Sound good?
Yeah. Who is the most manipulative? Yeah, kind of figured. The Donna over there. So there is going to be the whole kind of crux of this episode is going to be that there is a potential investor that might be trying to buy out the restaurant from the family. How did you know this investor before this run-in?
Ooh, probably. Probably my original record producer back in the 90s, who went on to get into a whole bunch of other Ponzi schemes and things like that. Just nonstop schemer, and has shown up with a big fistful of money and says, "This time it's going to work out."
Okay. Perfect. So you are going to for that NPC. Now there's lots of questions. And if none of them feels like it, I can of course pull NPCs that also work in the restaurant, or it could be family members as well. That if it doesn't
Robin
fit,
has an
because there
entire
are about
deck of them.
I literally have a deck of NPCs. So there's
Deck of
1,
many
2,
weirdos.
3, 4, 5. There's 6 questions, so one of them is not going to fit the rest of you, so I will create the NPC. So if no one feels a question specifically for them, let me know. So there is most downtrodden. So do
I
any
feel
of
like
you...
that's my character.
Okay, that is Christine.
The question in particular, I feel like fits my role book.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
How have you been picking up the slack without anybody noticing?
I feel like she's been working like double shifts or something. Just
Mhm.
constantly trying to cover for any other waitress or something who's not there.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably for me, because I'm thinking that like I work here simply because it's a family business, but I don't want to work here. And going back to my question, just because I
Or
had
like
the
cousins
idea,
or something.
Yeah.
yeah. But like the only reason I have been doing stuff here and I'm actually working here is because it's become such a place for the up and comers, the slightly famous people to go to. So, you know,
So
maybe
you keep
I'll be
skipping out on a
discovered.
date.
Yeah.
You're trying to
Or
be an
things.
influencer is what you're trying to do
Yes,
then. So that's like, I
absolutely.
was thinking about that as we're going along, like, ooh, influencer.
Yeah. So I think that I'm constantly trying to do that, and I'm spending time at tables where, you know, I think that are best suited for me, and giving everything else to
So neglecting your other tables so that
Yeah.
Beatrice has to take them on, because otherwise that's complaints on the restaurant
Absolutely.
Mhm.
and they're going to walk out and it's like not buy, not come back.
Right. And you actually care about this place.
Apparently. I don't know why yet, but apparently.
Yes. So last but not least, by process of elimination, Amy, do you think you're most powerful or most jealous?
Most jealous. Most jealous. Yes, yes, absolutely.
All right. So your question is, whose secret recipe have you been secretly trying to learn?
Ooh. Like in the context of like other people at the restaurant, or
Other people at
other
the
restaurant.
restaurant. You could have potentially a rival restaurant. The game, it was fully like, rivals are definitely welcome for telenovelas. So if you want a rival restaurant, I have notes for making a rival restaurant. So if you want,
Yeah, there's a rival restaurant. I'm trying to steal their secret recipe sauce thing.
Secret sauce. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly flip to my appendix. This is great. So you said kind of sauce. So
Like what
Mhm.
spice combination is supposed to be in it?
Yes.
Salt and pepper.
So you are trying to learn from the restaurant
La
Sailito
Turfica.
Lindo. Oh, what'd you say, Kelly?
La Turfica.
La Turfica.
Because we're Surfica. They're Turfica.
La Nautica, La Turfica.
La
Do you
Terra,
want?
La
Let's
Terra.
do that. La Terra. Let's do La Terra.
Okay,
La Terra.
stealing
Secret sauce from
Try-
La Terra.
secret sauce.
La Terra.
Sauce.
Perfect. Great. So let's start going through the playbooks and we can start figuring out your relationships with each other because I have created a lovely little star pattern that I'm ready to draw lines between for you guys because love triangles and complicated relationships are the name of the game here. So why don't we start? I'm just going to go in the same order. So Kelly, read us your relationship stuff and feel free to
Blank is the person you go to when you're stuck. They have seen your softer side. Who should that be? Who would respond to softer?
Probably.
Beatrice, okay.
Yep.
Okay, that works for me. And then Blank knew you when you used to get into trouble.
Sure, why not?
Isabella. I figured it was going to be like I mean, there's all of the three of you, but sure, Isabella. Okay, sounds good.
Great.
Cool. And then when do we tell our last time on?
So we're going to do the last time on once we go through the playbooks. We'll do the last time on. And then basically I'm going to kind of choose my favorite, an interesting thing kind of as our jumping off point. So that's going to be kind of like last time on, you choose your favorite one because the game works if you're doing a system or a series, you will just slowly cross those off. And then because there's like a list of like 7 or something, 8. And so you cross them off at the beginning of each session. So you don't constantly are doing the same one. And then afterwards that's when you go into your finale at the end. So if you do your season finales, once all the things are crossed off, then you enter your season finale for the telenovela. So yeah, you'll just choose which one you want to do. And then afterwards we'll kind of do that. I think that sounds the best.
Okay, cool.
And do you want to tell me what your schemes and your moves are for the audience? Because you get to choose a couple things. Yes. So you have feature your network. So it's the oh wait no I'm reading the Donna. Sorry, I'm on the wrong freaking playbook.
So I have conditions.
I think I'm the only one that has that.
Yeah, you have that. Sorry, I don't know what I did there. Whew.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Schemes?
Each
Hey,
person
look at my cards.
Yeah, right?
I don't actually see that on your thing, so that's funny.
So, yeah, you get to choose 2 moves, so each playbook has moves that are customized.
I've chosen For Your Protection. When I offer my protection to someone and they accept it, I get a hold. I can spend that hold to teleport into any scene, anytime, and I get to act before anyone else can stop me.
Oh, that's amazing.
To just like run in and punch somebody. And I also took Size Up. When I try to spot something out of place, I can ask a question even on a miss. Where's the nearest weapon? What are they trying to hide? And what's their way out?
Interesting.
I thought about the other ones, but I thought... or I could take the one that lets me beat people up. Still, you know what? Size Up doesn't create drama. Take a Stand does.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Sounds wonderful. As well. Actually, you know what? Since I'm gonna switch it up. Let's hear your last time on for your character, since we're kind of like doing that. So let's hear your last time on, if you don't mind.
Okay, what level of excitement do you want?
Oh, hi.
Okay.
It's a telenovela.
Oh, God. I barehanded touched a weapon that has since gone missing.
Oh, Okay.
What is this? What is this? Why do you have this? And it can be used against me.
Yeah, baby. Touched a weapon. That has gone missing.
Why do you have this gun, Enrico? Or Empanada? Or Enrico is your kid.
Oh,
My
great.
nephew who thinks the world of me.
I love that. Wonderful. Christine, let's go over to...
All right. So for my relationships, I have blank looms large in your life as your employer. So I'm not sure if that necessarily fits somebody from the group, because I'm assuming there's an overall employer for all of us then.
Yes,
So
I
an
was actually going
NPC?
to suggest for the most powerful was that it was your basically she's like the grandmother who owns the restaurant for you guys.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try and see. I'm going to flip to the...
Well, shouldn't relationships be other characters? Like other
It
players?
doesn't say that.
Oh, okay.
It just says blank looms large in your life as your employer.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So
and
I think that
the
fits
current
for
place that we're working
NPCs,
with.
because I do have
Okay.
something else on the sheet where it does say ideally player characters.
Cool.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's just that's a relationship that Robin can use to mess with me then.
Mhm.
Nice.
So the high overarching proprietor of the restaurant is going to be let's go with Marisol.
Marisol?
Yeah.
Okay. And then blank was the first person who was nice to you despite your humble beginnings. So who wants? Does anybody want to be that?
Sure,
Kelly?
I will. Yeah, let's do
Sure.
it. You
We'll
were
have
you.
a- That
You've
was
seen my
how you were
softer side.
soft.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I do have a feature. So it
Hmm.
looks like those who have features get 3 potential moves to choose from, and everybody else get 4 moves to choose from. So my feature is your suitors. Choose 2 people, ideally player characters, to be your suitors. They are actively courting you, even if you're already in a relationship. At the beginning of play, choose one to be your love. Take +1 ongoing with your love when you act to strengthen the relationship. When you share intimacy or feelings with a suitor who is not currently your love, make them your new love. If you initiated the intimacy, clear a condition. If they initiated the intimacy, they clear a condition. At any time that you insult, break up with, or are disappointed by a suitor, you can break the ties with them and choose someone else to take their place.
Ridiculous.
So I guess who would like to be my suitors?
Who
Or I
wants
guess who would like to be a suitor and who would like to be a love?
I mean, like,
Sure.
you've seen his soft
Why
side.
not?
I was gonna say, I feel like we're rivals of some variety.
Right.
Isabella apparently has, I guess, a crush on what's
Beatriz.
All right.
Beatriz.
Federico
Beatriz.
maybe currently has the love side of it because he's shown me his softer side.
Okay, let's do that. Wait, so that means that you need 2 people to be your suitors. Then, if one is
No,
No.
choose 2
Okay.
people to be your suitors.
Oh, I
At
see,
the
it's a
beginning of
triangle.
play, choose
Okay.
one to be your love.
Yes, it is a triangle.
Yes.
They're both
forcing
courting
a
her.
triangle.
where one
Yes,
of them
they
is
are
the
forced-
twin.
Oh, it's an angle.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it could be. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh,
I
it could
have
be,
That
yeah.
ideas.
twin's gonna cause problems. It's gonna be great.
Oh, that twin is going to cause problems for sure. And then
for
what do you choose for
moves,
your moves? Yeah.
I was thinking I would choose probably. I feel like the first 2.
So you're going to go with confession when you tell someone of your wrongdoings. On a hit, you feel you're so light and you can clear conditions. And then keys to the castle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where I'm secretly listening to a whole
Listening to a
conversation.
whole conversation.
When you reveal
This
that you've
is-
been secretly listening the whole time. The other one is you brute. When you strike out with voice or violence or accuse someone of lying, well, you have 4 conditions marked. Ignore all penalties. When you strike out at your love or accuse your love of lying, you may immediately swap your love to the other suitor to take a 10+ on the move. Which does kind of sound fairly fun. Actually, you know what? I feel like Keys to the Castle and You Brute might be better. I was trying to judge which one would be more active for a one-shot.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for me.
I just saw the private chat for Ping, and I fully support this. Just saying. All right, so we have.
Oh, and I had to do my last time on. I forgot about that.
Oh yes, your last time on, please. Yes.
I think last time on, I came very, very close to kissing someone I shouldn't. I don't know who. I feel like that could just be like dropped at some point where it's would be most entertaining for you.
You know what? What I'm going to do is I am going to pull an NPC card and I'm going to have that put away. Does Beatrice have any? Is she open to any gender, or is she more male or female?
I feel like I'm gonna go for. I feel like bi-curious is kind of fun.
Okay.
She's not sure yet, but she does have a female suitor who's obviously into her.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's kind of making it go, oh, I don't know.
All right. I have. Oh, this is perfect for you. Yes. All right. So that is going to be. I'm going to put a little sticky note that this is Christine's last time on. Boop.
I will note, I only almost kissed them. I didn't actually do it.
It's true. It's true. Yet, for sure. Alrighty. So that is lovely. Let's pop down to a Jen.
Oh, it's a me.
It's a you.
Yeah, so I have blank has been a source of entertainment and flirtation kept at arm's length. And sorry, our private chat is great.
Yes, I am enjoying this so much.
It's good. It's good. And I feel like, especially with some of how I've been treating Beatrice and whatnot, that Federico might be
Federico.
like, yeah, I'm flirtatious. It's nothing serious, but it's one of those like, let me see if I can tempt you away sort of situation.
I'm
if
down.
Kelly, you're cool with that?
I'm down. Yeah.
Cool.
Get it. But don't actually get it because you don't want it.
Yeah, right. And then blank is the person you go to when you're truly ready to cut loose. And I'm going to just tell the cast that I had this in mind before our private chat, but I was thinking Isabella.
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Sounds great.
Let's see, my moves. I definitely want big entrance.
Of course.
So when you enter a room ready to make a scene, you roll +1 for each person in the room with whom you've been intimate, up to a max of +4.
Get to
On
work.
a hit, anyone you've been intimate with is surprised, frightened, or confused. On a 10 plus, you've seized control of the room. Take +1 ongoing as long as you keep the attention on yourself and don't let anyone stand in your way. On a miss, they don't give you the reaction you wanted, mark a condition, and blurt out a secret or pour out your emotions for all to see. Your choice.
Oh.
So I want that, yes. And then I think my second one, I want, I think I like hard to pin down.
Okay.
So when someone tries to express their love passionately to you, accuses you of lying, or tries to spot something out of place about you, you can interfere by remaining aloof or coy. On a hit, they take -2 on their roll. On a 10 plus, they also reveal their true feelings to you. On a miss, they can improve the roll to a +10 or make you mark a condition, their choice. The other two, I mean, Ice Queen, I don't know if I like Ice Queen that much. And then Up Boy, Oh, okay. Okay, that's I guess related to the other moves, right? The basic ones?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So adding the question, are you physically touching them to those ones? But yeah, I like the first two. They're fun
Yeah, that's pretty great.
and cause drama.
Yep. All right, and then your last time on.
So I had one in mind, and then another thought came to mind, and it is also funny to me. So I'm gonna lay them both out and let you
All right.
choose.
Okay.
So one is you fell into the arms of a lover of a lower station. Just like someone, maybe one of the waiters, the other waiters here at the restaurant
Yep.
or something, right?
Yeah.
But the other one I thought of was you slammed your beautiful shiny car into something, and I was thinking the front of the restaurant.
Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do
Yes.
that.
Excellent.
Lovely. Thank you. This telenovela is writing itself, and this is the
You here
beauty
for it?
of Powered by the Apocalypse, because I did some prep, but it's meant to be very little prep because this is what happens when it preps. Amazing. Great. Amy, let's go to your
Okay.
lovely, lovely character. Look.
Well, this is great. Okay, relationships. Blank is your twin and has something you want more than anything else in the world, which we have determined in our own little private chat is Soraya. Soraya? I'm gonna say that wrong. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you got it right.
I don't know what they have, but you have something that I want more than anything else in the world. And I think, yeah. And then the other one is blank met you before they met your twin and can usually tell it's you. So who met me before and knows that it's me and can tell it's me?
Rico?
I want my twin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to bring Rico into
I
this.
kind of get the feeling it would probably be me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That works.
I feel like it can't be me because of what we discussed in the private
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
And I want you to hurt me so I can't see it coming.
Okay. And then I guess I've got my last time on.
Let's do your moves first.
Oh,
what
moves,
two
right.
moves did you choose? Yeah.
Okay, I took. Oh, that was a squeak. It startled me.
Right? I was like, what?
Okay, I took Twin Tide, which when pretending to be your twin, you may mark a condition to use one of their moves as if it was yours. So I'm gonna have to take a look at your sheet and just quickly decide which move I'm gonna use. And then I also opted for Story Spinner. So when you coyly attempt to learn about someone while you're pretending to be your twin, roll with with a bunch of questions, and then it's like I can ask like, do they love your twin? Is there ample distraction? And then you can also look at things like, what mode of intimacy have you and my twin shared? How do you feel about my twin? What do you owe my twin? Basically, just getting a whole bunch of information. Yeah, and on a miss, they know that I am not who I claim I am.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Beautiful.
All right. So your last time on.
My last time on, I was thinking you fought with your twin and one of you nearly died, which may work with crashing the car.
Yeah,
As an
yeah,
idea.
you two.
Maybe
Yeah,
were we fighting like
Absolutely.
on the phone, like yelling at each other, distracted driving, or did we both get hit and you're the one that nearly died, or one of us? Oh, could it be me? Could be me.
Maybe we were in the car together and
Yeah.
and you like grabbed the wheel out of my hand or something and we fought over it and like drove into the front
Yep.
and I nearly died. Yeah. Obviously I'm back now and I didn't need to be in the hospital at all despite nearly dying.
No. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that's how telenovelas work.
Oh,
Mhm.
totally. Yeah. You were there. They put a single band-aid on your forehead and you're better. Lovely. And then last but certainly not least, Michael.
Okay, so relationships. Blank is someone you've sparred with for a very long time.
Who do you think would be good for that, Mike?
honestly, I think kind of going against character, possibly Beatriz. I mean, she works really hard, and so we probably constantly squabbling and fighting to try to keep the restaurant up and running.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
You have your ideas, she has her ideas. This is the way that she thinks it could be more improved as the slightly, you know, the younger kind of coming in, and you're like, no, this is how it's always run, kind of thing. Love it.
And then the other relationship is Blank is like a broken little bird that I take care of. And I get the feeling, yes.
Yay! This is the exact opposite relationship I had prepared to play with Traz. So I think this is great.
Yeah.
I was going to be his big bro.
That's so good.
That's great.
I'm excited.
So what do you want first? The features or the moves?
Let's do your features first, because you have it says at the beginning, it says you choose it's basically your network, because you are the Donna, and so you have some string. You are the weaver of webs, so you get 2 schemes, which you tell everyone what you've chosen, and you can use them.
So my first one is bring them together, and I think I'm going to choose Enrique and Soraya. And I've convinced the society or the network that they belong together, and they are together. When either of them are intimate with others, I will learn of it.
Did you mean me?
Yes.
Oh, Federico.
Oh, Federico.
Yep. I was like, who's Enrique?
Yeah.
I mean, I can have Enrique show up. Or Soraya.
No, Federico.
Okay, cool. I'm down.
That's great.
Yep.
All right, so that's your first one. What's your second one?
Opportunity. Choose someone who has, in your opinion, wronged you. Your network will let you know immediately when they are alone. Let's see. Who has wronged me? I'm inclined to say Amy's character.
So Isabella.
And then, of course, knowing about the entire twin thing just makes so much sense.
Yep. I think that works really well.
I love how everything falls into place with these games. That is one thing I like about it.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
So my moves, one of them is, you did what? And I can add the question, are you taking advantage of someone's shame as a playbook question?
Oh, great.
So I can see if somebody is taking advantage of somebody else's shame. And the other one I took was, tell me everything. When you offer to take the burden of someone's guilt, ask them if they accept or reject your advice. If they accept your advice and follow it, they clear a condition. If they reject your advice and fail to follow it, they mark a condition.
Great. So let me talk a little bit. I realized, because we're talked about a lot of conditions, and the audience and players, you may be wondering what that means. But conditions are basically equally bonuses and or hindrances on your character sheet. So there's a big list of conditions, and each playbook you have four different conditions. So they are like brooding. So someone might have brooding, which means you get +1 to the move of process your feelings and -2 to spot something. You have 4 conditions. If I ask you to mark a condition, you'll cross off that box. Sorry, they're not editable. So just keep track. And when you cross out all 4 of them, your character has a meltdown, which is lovely. And I can't wait to hopefully get one of you to melt down at least. And you read out the little section about your meltdown, and we can have a scene. It takes over the screen, and it's just wonderful. So when you're talking about clearing conditions or adding conditions, that is what happens. So you can either get like brooding, driven, engrossed, hopeless, lovelorn, So it'll either add a boon and a bane to your rolls. And so we have those special moves. There are basic moves for this game, which are for my players are at it's not quite the bottom page, but it's right after the last character playbook, the El Jefe, which I'm going to use as Marisol Salazar, the head of the restaurant. So she's going to be the El Jefe in the playbook. So, yes.
Speaking of which, should I tell you what happened last time on?
Oh yeah, sorry, Mike. I totally forgot that. Please.
Well, no, this is good timing because as the owner of the restaurant, last time on, I manipulated my name onto a lease contract or deed.
Oh man.
Oh, that is so much drama for the potential of the investor. Oh, this is good. This is spicy. This is great. Amazing. So yes, thank you for reminding me that you had to still give that. I'm sorry, I forgot that.
Good timing.
Yeah, so basically there are several types of moves that you can do as a player. So the basic moves are things like demand what you deserve. When you demand what you deserve, you roll with the question. So you're going to basically answer these questions. Are you offering something of value in return, and do they love you in this moment? And then it gives you the I'm blanking on this. The conditions of what happens when you roll your dice. That's basically the only time you roll the dice is when you make a basic move, or they also have some peripheral moves, which are slightly less common. They are things like a flashback. So if you want a flashback to preparations or revealing a shocking truth, flashback. So those are kind of things that happen a little less frequently. As well, you can face certain death as a peripheral move, which you can have your character die, which is wonderful. We'll just have your replacement come back. So how are we feeling, players? Any questions you have?
Pretty good.
All right.
And are there any other guidelines that the game has, like for just keeping it like over dramatic as hell?
They basically just say as the master of ceremonies, they just say keep it rolling, let your players go crazy, and embrace the telenovela is kind of the guidelines that they say. So I'm going to try and keep this at a nice clip, and we will kind of play within Lunatica if we are ready. I'm gonna get us going. Sorry, I'm trying to... Alrighty, so we open up on Muchos, Cocineros on la Cocina. I will get that.
Did this to yourself.
I did this to myself. Don't worry, I am.
You could have called it La Kitchen.
La Kitchen.
No, La
yes.
Cocina. At the very minimum.
Yes.
Muchos Cocineros and La Cocina.
There we go. Clip mine out. Then we
just do it like a dub, a voiceover dub.
Yeah.
As if
Right.
it were like translated from.
You know how it like when you click something and it just.
Oh yeah.
Just
the
Yeah.
Google. Yeah.
just
All
really.
right. Are we opening on the
Right over
restaurant?
Yeah, we're gonna open on the restaurant. So the camera pans in. What?
Oh, are you watching on YouTube?
No.
I have every one of our backgrounds set on a slider rather than a fade.
Oh,
So it just looks hilarious to me.
amazing. Oh, I just saw it. Okay, yep. Sorry. So we open up our scene with a gas stove bursting flame up around the bottom of a pan, flickering red for a moment. A hiss of steam, the sizzle of searing comes from it. We get a shot of a heavy knife cutting long, thin slices of onions. Then, a shot of fancy cocktails being poured with a flourish from a very handsome-looking bartender. Silverware being carefully arranged on tables. Steam exploding as an oven is opened and you can see amazing baked goods being pulled out of it. We see a shot of two hands reaching for a knife and pulling away at the last moment. And a shot of a perfectly clean silk napkin wiping up crimson red wine. And then finally we pan to the exterior of the restaurant where we see a car in the main window and quite a bit of commotion. We see the lovely head of the restaurant, Marisol Salazar. She is outside, face open and aghast with shock at what she has woken up to this morning. Who else is at the scene? I think I'm there. Yeah. We get a shot of quite a bit of the cast, and you will pan in. The camera will flow into scene and have her just screaming expletives in Spanish at lovely Soraya. Basically, what are you doing? How could you? What happened? I need explanations.
Well, I'm sorry.
What happened?
It's an accident.
I don't care it was an accident. We have no window. We have a car in the window. How are we going to open the restaurant with a window? That is not health code that is health code violations galore.
You'll look at Isabella and be like, we block it off and just explain. That's just how we need to open the restaurant.
Yes, we need to open the restaurant. I understand. Yes.
Is the restaurant open? Like, we're doing prep, right?
Yeah, we're doing prep. It's probably the restaurant opens late afternoon for kind of the evening rush. We've kind of gone to where Lanatika's kind of become more of a fine dining restaurant, so we don't really do lunch anymore. Okay. We've switched away from lunch, so we're just prepping for the evening seatings that we have. So it's kind of mid-morning, and she is just been Marisol's just been informed of this lovely addition in the morning.
Okay. So sorry for interrupting that.
No worries, no worries.
I'm curious why the rest of us might be here. So
you have been what probably happened is you all got you're either coming to prep for your normal shift, and as well you have been called. Everyone has been called to the restaurant to partially get a warning, a talking to, and just help to remove said car and get restaurants so it can open later tonight. And Jen, I think I'm going to start by I'm gonna inflict a condition on you from your character sheet. So I think getting chastised by Marisol is going to wig you out a little bit. So choose a condition that best suits the situation from that and from your playbook, and mark it off for me, please and thank you.
That's a good. You know, maybe, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with underhanded and start trying to blame Isabella for this.
So that might be a move if you would. That could be strike out with, because you can strike out with voice or violence. So either, or you could try and act with desperation as well. That might be a move if you. I think
Underhanded does give me a +1 to manipulate a superior.
or that. Yeah, if you want to manipulate Marisol, yeah, let's do that.
Absolutely.
Let's roll for that. Give me that 2d6 plus your bonus there. Oh no.
Roll 2 ones.
Oh,
So that's a 3.
That's a 3.
Wow.
That's a total of 3.
Your wows on a 7 to 9, then you choose. Oh man, it doesn't say what happens when you just straight up fail. It just doesn't work.
You can use a hard move is usually what happens.
Or where I can use a hard move, which, you know what, I think I'm kind of stepping back. I think that will be the inflicting a condition as well. So I think you're going to be get that on there. And yeah, so that happens. So Marisol is what do you mean? This car is registered to you.
But Isabella, she was yelling at me, and it just.
You shouldn't.
Don't bring me into this.
We all yell at each other. You yell in the kitchen. You do your job.
I don't have a license.
You grab the steering wheel.
What? Prove it.
We need help. We need the boys. Federico, Rico, the Ricos. I need you both. Get this car out of the window.
Yes, senora. Are the keys still in? Does it run?
I don't know. Does it run, Isabella? Soraya?
All right.
Keys in there.
Federico's going to hop into the car and see if he can get it running.
All right.
Rico puts his arms under the front bumper and starts pushing as if like it might move if it was actually out of gear, but it's probably not out of gear yet.
Hey, hold on. Let me put this in neutral. Let me see if this thing can work. I can just back it out. No reason to try to flip the thing. All right, does it start or is it dead?
It doesn't start, and as you are playing around in the car, you are going to see somehow in the car there's a knife that you are very familiar with, that about 6 episodes ago had been used in the murder of the previous head chef at the restaurant. And you were the last one to touch it before he was found murdered. And yet you see it in the car with a note on it.
What does the note say?
It says, "Found you." And you'll see a little logo that you recognize.
As what?
As it says, Motosierra.
Okay, so he's gonna take the knife and slide it into his boot and like cover it up with his pant leg.
Amazing.
It's in neutral now. Let me get out. I'll help you push.
Get out. Start pushing.
Okay. Federico will get out and start pushing.
All right, with a bit of work and some grunting and groaning, you will successfully pull the car or push the car from the restaurant. It is quite damaged. The hood is crumpled. You thankfully went through the window, so it didn't look like it took any, like a ton of structural like crumpling to it, but it's definitely going to be an expensive shop fix, at least. Get this away. We have to start. We have a reviewer coming to the restaurant. He is tasting our most prized dishes. We are going for a Michelin star. Get in there. Sweep, clean, prep. I'm going for a drink. And she will leave to go get
Beatrice will be in there with the broom and dustpan.
Soraya kind of comes in and just leans on the counter and is like, how could this happen to me?
I think Isabella's gonna walk in, like, kind of like glance at Soraya being dramatic, and we'll walk past Beatrice and go, I like how you handle that.
Oh, thank you.
Can I help?
Sure. Do you want to grab the garbage bin?
Sure. And she'll go help.
Rico.
The camera will kind of pan in on those two. You're going to see a little bit of...
Like the glance behind,
Like
over the shoulder sort of
We
thing.
have the glance, and you'll hear a swell in the music. The soundtrack changes. A little bit of a love theme will start to play as that, and the camera then will pan up to Federico, who maybe sees this.
Mi amor. Do you need any help?
Yes, I don't know how we're going to disguise this broken window.
I don't know either, but I could
You
try to
think-
get...
What if we move the planters in front?
That might work, yeah. Let me move them, okay?
She'll kind of like lean in and just be like, I'm sure you've got like kind of like the hand down the arm.
All right, Kelly. Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask. Do you think that might be an act of desperation?
From him? Yeah, I think he's going to act with
Yeah.
desperation. So the situation he wants to avoid is he wants to make sure that she doesn't lose her job and that everything here works out. So he's doing this for love.
Perfect.
So how did you... I guess we don't have any stats in this one, so we just roll, right?
Yeah, you just roll.
Your
That's a 7.
conditions give you stats.
Sorry, Kelly.
7.
7. All right. So on a 7 to 10, mark a condition.
I'm going to mark engrossed.
Okay.
+1 to spot something, -2 to express my love because he's hyper-focused.
Uh-huh. So you're gonna mark a condition. The MC will give you an unforeseen consequence or add a complication. So I think at that,
It's mark a condition or you do that.
or the MC. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, so mark a condition. Let's do that. Perfect. So you are so engrossed with this that you kind of just no longer are paying attention to your love, who may be kind of not around. We are going
just
to
go off without saying anything.
yeah.
While he's moving these fucking heavy planters.
It's a chance to show off how strong you are.
Exactly. As we pan away, we are going to see a very swarthy looking Spanish man. Beautifully done hair, expensive suit with a pair of sunglasses and just decked out with a ton of jewelry. And Rico, you're going to recognize this as Narcio Ibarra. your old producer and potential investor. He's going to
Mr. Ibarra, you're here.
I was gonna say bonjour, but that is not the right language.
Oh, weren't you in France last year?
I was at I started up a little baguette place there. It's very, very successful now. And I promise you, I have something for you. Can we? Oh,
well, please come in. We're just renovating. We're considering pushing out a balcony. But in the meantime, it's open air concept. Just more air makes you want to eat more.
yeah. I think I read about that somewhere. Yes, I think Gordon Ramsay said something about that.
It hasn't made its way to France yet.
No, it has not yet. But I mean, the French, they are weird anyway. They probably
Tradition.
Yeah, tradition. Let's go inside.
Yes, of course.
And the camera will start to pan, and I'm assuming you have an office or something that you're going to take him into a little bit more private to talk?
No, it's probably a back corner that kind of has a couple of curtains that just kind of half pull, so you can sort of see them, but not really.
Yeah. So that will happen, and the camera kind of will start to pan with that. You'll close the kind of half curtains, and the camera can still see through it to you guys perfectly. And then you'll switch shots, and suddenly we can see the overhead kind of view, the two of you talking. So, Rico, I have an investment opportunity for you. Let me buy La Nautica.
Well,
Can you do that for me?
I'm not the controlling partner yet. I only have 50%, as you saw from the paperwork I sent you.
I did.
But I'm in negotiations, and I think promptly we'll be able to fulfill this deal. But I'm interested in hearing what your future plans are.
My future plans, of course. You see, La Nautica is too, how do they say, fuddy-duddy. So I want to just tear it all down, and I want to start franchising. We need to franchise it. It's going to serve authentic Spanish food for a very small price, but fast. We're going to turn it.
Rico picks up a velvet pillow off of the chair beside him and throws it out into the restaurant, knowing that it's incredibly tacky and it should not be here.
Yes. Exactly like that. The old Bitty that works here, she doesn't know what, she's lost touch. She's stuck in the old ways. The people don't want time. They want fast paced. And they don't want it slow. They want it expensive. They want it cheap, and they want it fast. That's what I'm going to do for La Nautica. And what I can do for you.
Well, then let's celebrate our partnership. Let's order food. Let's bring drinks. There'll be much merriment.
Yes, let's do it.
Rico is going to start screaming out for the server. Beatriz!
You're being summoned.
She's always anywhere but when you need her.
At that point, can I come like,
No.
You screamed?
Where were you?
Cleaning up the glass.
But can you see we have more important things to do?
Then having our customers get cut on glass?
there's a customer right here. Quick, bring us the menus. Clean ones this time.
She'll roll her eyes and go and do that.
Now, do you think anyone? I'm going to. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do this as a hard move. To size up the drama a little bit. I'm going to say that one of the twins, I choose between the two of you. One of you overheard that conversation.
I think it was me. I think it was Isabella.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Soraya is lost in her own world. She's like up at the front, just being like, oh, woe is me.
And it makes sense because you were like, you're being summoned, kind of like,
Yeah.
Placement makes sense. Yeah.
Watching Beatrice cleaning up glass and just being like,
I think
You're probably on like TikTok live going, oh my god, look at the restaurant.
and
My brand new car. Oh, how
I
could
think Isabella, like after Federico like came over and like interrupted her moment with Beatrice, was like fine then, and then like kind of like wandered off to go sulk a bit.
please contribute to my GoFundMe to get a new car.
Oh, that's so good. So yes, the camera will pan from after like we see Rico and Beatrice sending, getting off to get the menus. We're gonna pan, and then just around the corner, are going to see Isabella, who's heard the entire conversation that went on. The snake in the grass maybe has been revealed. Or who knows? Maybe Isabella likes the idea of fast food. All will tell. Isabella, do you want to would you like to do anything with that information?
I think it's that thing where it's like you get like the camera pans over and you see the person like leaning against the wall like around the corner, or like and it's kind of gonna like glance, and then it's gonna go and if I can through the curtains surreptitiously like take a picture. Can I just
Ooh, yeah. Let's do that. What? I'm going to. Would that be? No, that's revealing the truth. It's not my move, so I'm gonna say, ooh.
because
I want the potential for you to. I want the potential for you to fail and go, this goes horribly. So I want you to do a roll, but
okay.
I don't know what I don't. There's not a move that specifically fits for that. But
Well, I think she's kind of trying to. It might be like spot something out of place, or like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like a strikeout of some sort, kind of, because it's kind of like getting information, like trying to sneak and get. You're like, who are you meeting with exactly, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Then I need
Let's
to
do
go
that.
show this evidence to somebody.
Yes. Yeah. Let's do that.
Oh no, that's double ones.
we are twins.
Yeah. You're twins. Okay. So.
Oh, reveal a shocking truth is kind of like a flashback move. Kind of would work.
Yeah. It's kind of like a flashback move. That's why I said I was gonna kind of do half of it. So Rico, you have sent away Beatrice to go get menus, and then all of a sudden Isabella is going to fall through the curtains as there was a wet spot that you were supposed to should have been cleaned up but wasn't yet, that maybe your twin should have been cleaning up but didn't get to. You're gonna trip on that. You're gonna fall phone first into lovely Nacio Ibarra.
I'm so sorry. I slipped. Hi. How are you doing? Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. And Isa's like gonna like be crawling on her hands and knees and like under the table to grab her phone.
You will grab that, and then as you mark a condition first off.
Okay.
On your sheet, and then as you do that, Ibarra will, Nacio will grab your wrist as you grab the phone and pull you up and look into your eyes. And
whoa, you're very close.
Beautiful.
Hello?
Senorita. Your eyes. They sparkle.
I think Isa's like staring him in the eye and is trying to like jerk her phone and like turn off the screen so that he doesn't see what she's doing, like while he's distracted. Thank you.
You have interrupted a most meeting, but I am not displeased.
Senor Ibarra, allow me to introduce Isabella. Senor Ibarra.
Do you work here?
He's very rich.
Oh,
I am.
That's lovely. Yes, I do work here. You know, family, restaurant and all that. What brings a distinguished gentleman like yourself into our humble establishment?
Oh, I am good pals with Rico over here, and
Still trying to jerk her hand out of his wrist, like his grip. I think he's still holding. It's like,
yeah, he's still holding it. And suddenly you're gonna get a ping notification from. You're gonna see that Beatriz has texted you, asking for a meetup in the janitor closet.
That's a lovely establishment. So can you have a very strong grip, sir. May I have my hand back?
Yes, sorry, I was just so entranced by your eyes. But it's best not to interfere on business affairs.
Well, then I will let you get back to your very important business.
Yes.
Right. Bye.
Yep.
Bye, Rico. And Isabella's just gonna like kind of like shove her phone like in her pocket and just kind of like scurry away.
If you find Beatriz, tell her to bring our menus.
Right. Yep.
All
and
right.
just go directly to the janitor's closet.
Perfect. We're gonna cut away from that for a second, and Federico, what have you been up to?
So Federico is going to head over to, where is Soraya right now?
Like, so you know how in most restaurants, or a lot of restaurants, they'll have that kind of hostess stand area right at the front where guests come in and maybe like they got to put on a waiting list or whatever. She is leaning on that, possibly if it I think it's one of those like ones that is freestanding but not like attached to the floor, so she's kind of leaning on it, like tilting it a little and just like filming on her phone and complaining about her car.
So Federico is going to walk up and grab her phone and like just put it down on the table. What do you know about this? Huh? This was in your car. And he's gonna like jam the knife in the podium. Just ka-chung! What do you know about this? This was in your car. You know exactly what it is. The murdered chef? You were the last one with him, and you have the murder weapon in your car? I'm going to reveal a shocking truth.
Do it. Do it. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. I didn't do it.
Oh,
So, on a miss, it blows up in my face hard, and you would tell me how. I got a 5.
okay.
I have an
Oh.
idea. So,
Yeah. What's your idea? I'm curious.
It wasn't me who was last seen with the head chef. It was Beatrice.
You lie.
I don't lie.
Why was she with him?
Put that in my car.
What are you saying? Why would you say that?
Who else could it have been? If you were the one last seen with the knife, it was now in my car, so either you are lying or someone has framed us both.
And as you say, someone has framed us both. Through the front door, you're going to see the chef that had been murdered. And I think it's time for a break. Hello, welcome back. Let's do a quick 5 minutes on the clock for chatting with the chitty chat. How's it going, patrons? This has been chaotic as fuck. I don't know why I was gonna say crap. We swear on this channel. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it.
I changed my costume during the break because I when I was looking at this, I read El Caballero and I was like, oh, you're supposed to be like super common, like salt of the earth. I'm wearing like a nice black shirt. Let's find a jean jacket, a denim shirt in the closet.
I have so many like arrows and lines for the relationships for people. It's great.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, we're kind of talking briefly on the back of that. This game is definitely probably would work better in an in-person home game because we are a little bit trained for stream etiquette of not trying to talk over. In this game, it's all about butting in and talking over each other. So it's an interesting tryout for this game. I'm enjoying it a lot. I like that just the character creation gave so many plot stuff that I can throw at you guys. But it's how are y'all enjoying it?
It's good. It's always weird playing this type of game not as the game master, because I always worry I'm over talking because I'm used to filling silences, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
So it's weird for me, and I'm glad that Jen and I are slightly Jen's antagonistic toward mi amor, which means that I can get in Jen's face.
I'm antagonistic to basically everyone. That is my.
It's true.
I'm just the antagonist here.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing though, is like feel free to fill silences and do stuff because it gives everybody else more to work off of too.
Yeah. This is a game definitely where you like it's leapfrog, where we want to leapfrog over each other kind of thing to help move forward. But I'd highly recommend it for like a charity game. I think this would be absolutely fantastic for donations wise. It would be such a good game for that. Like that would be
have the
fun.
chat like throw things in and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. This would be amazing for Extra Life.
Yeah,
the menu would just be a secret lover shows up.
Yeah, exactly.
An unexpected baby.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
You could have all sorts of stuff like that.
$50 for a baby.
for everyone in the game, including Robin, like part of part of my thing is that I did say, I flirt with basically everyone, so feel free to throw that back in my face.
Oh, yes. No, it's definitely, I think, again, and this is something that I'm used to as like a player, also DM, is like, it specifically says you're not supposed to wait and hold on to things. You're just supposed to constantly be throwing like those drama things. But then, like as a person, like you're used to kind of like building up to something instead of just like just lay it all out. Be like, this is dramatic thing's gonna happen. This dramatic thing's gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm curious, what Extra Life games do y'all want us to play or run for Extra Life? For Extra Life August and November. I'm really curious about that because I would be down to run another episode of Jinkies.
Oh, that was such a fun game. I love that.
Because I just bought a Scooby-Doo mug, so.
Honestly, personally, I would love They Came From. Like a really short, like homebrewed They Came From.
I'm
just
gonna
to do a quick movie style.
I probably will do a Camp Murder Lake. They Came From Camp Murder Lake to kill Mike. Because I know he wants it. So
put that at a time that I can do. I want it so bad. I haven't been in one yet.
They're really fun. Like it's such a and Kelly, you're still gonna run Brindlewood Bay. You're saying in the chat right now, yeah, it's gonna happen when we won't have a power outage this time.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a game on Kickstarter that they provided a free PDF quick start for that I kind of want to run, but I want to read it better to see if it would actually work for a charity stream. I was debating it for streaming for survivors. It's called I think it's called The Raven or something. It's a gothic.
Oh yeah.
Edgar Allan Poe game.
Considered backing that. Like, is it good?
The quick start looks amazing. I can send it to you if you want. It's just free or you can grab it off the Kickstarter.
Yeah, send it to me. Then I'll remember.
Yeah, but it looks amazing. I just don't know how it would run for a charity stream.
That's fair.
Which is why I chose to do something else for streaming for survivors.
That's fair. Your streaming for survivors
Which is
game
fantastic.
Is ridiculous.
I'm excited for that.
I need to start making my characters for that.
Start
prepping. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. So streaming for survivors, by the way. So YouTube, if you are a little bit ahead of the curve, of course, because you get to see this a couple months early. Streaming for survivors is going to be on the 24th and 28th of this month. And that is going to be a game ran by Krista and of course Jen's game on the 24th. So it's going to be 5e and Powered by the Apocalypse, irretrospectively. And we would run more games for it, but we're already running like 5 games that week, and
including another deep finale,
which is going to be like an 8-hour game, and I'm like, I just don't have the gas in the tank, guys.
That's a lot of gas.
Even this double episode today is like, at least Spelljammer was quick thanks to the TPK.
And you don't have to run this game, though there's not much running that I'm doing. So you do have to do some improv there. But it's chill.
It's pretty chill. It's gonna be good. Robin, how are you feeling about Radiant Citadel? Are you getting excited for it?
Yeah, I'm getting excited for it. I think as a DM GM, I think I like the fact that there's a module with a bit more outlines for me to prep. It's kind of today it was like I was sitting watching Spelljammer. It's like I've looked up NPCs, I've looked up all the appendices for creating names and stuff, and it's like I'm as prepared as I can and I'm supposed to be for this game. And I was so anxious the entire time. I was like, I can't play a video game. I tried playing Guild Wars for a bit because I was just like, but it's like, I can't do this. Like, I'm nervous. I want to be prepping. So I'm excited to have like D&D where I can actually like prep to a point where I feel like good about running it, and there's more like a little bit more structure for it. So I'm running. So that.
The little bit of spoilers for, not really spoilers for Technocracy, but like just a little bit of a heads up, which is fun. I did so much prep for episode 2 because I was so nervous. Because I was like, what if there needs to be an info dump? Like, what if they need lore? So I put so much together, which Robin, you're gonna get in a lovely care package.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous. You're gonna laugh at how much prep I did.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm excited because we are like actually getting on to getting art done for Radiant Citadel.
Yeah, we should be
we have
hearing
a
back from the
couple-
artist soonish.
Cool.
Ooh, yay!
So the sketches should be
All
done,
nice.
and
References are all done, and I got some surveys back, so it's nice because as a DM, Kelly has this really lovely survey that he's created to send out to the PCs, just to give it more back story. Because I think with the Radiant Citadel being very modular in the fact that you are having different adventures that can either tie together or not, I'm really wanting to try and like integrate the characters more, and so getting like the backgrounds and a little bit of information about them, I think I can try and weave into some sort of like maybe some slightly bigger plot, but I'm not gonna like. So yeah, I'm excited for things getting moving. It's scary, but also a lot of fun. I think this is nice to kind of get that running for not a charity event off the table, because I've just done Extra Life and stuff like that first, which is like super low stakes. This is slightly higher stakes because it's a Patreon game. But getting into my own campaign's a little terrifying.
and we'll be doing a session 0, right? That helps with the nerves too, I found.
Yeah. Oh, we should talk about that because we're so next month on the 2nd we have Technocracy. But the 9th is over Easter weekend, so we're actually like I'm away for it. So are we good to do your session 0 on the 16th?
I don't come back until the 17th.
Are we good to do it on the 23rd and then, or do we want to do it a week early on the 26th? For session 0, since that's gonna, I don't know. I just realized that we've got that complication. We could also do it on the Monday because it's Easter Monday. If people
I have
available.
game.
You have game? Oh yeah. Monday. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Spaced.
No, that's fine. It's not a Dork Tales thing. So, yeah, because either doing the session 0 followed immediately by session 1 or splitting it up, right? That's the decision, really.
Yeah.
I think doing a session 0 separately is probably a good idea.
Yes, it's just whether we do the same as for Technocracy, where we had it 1 week and then immediately after.
Yeah. So Robin, look at the schedule and tell me what you feel comfortable with, and I'll just fit it in. Okay. Yeah. And so long as it works with everybody else's schedule, which I think Jen, you're the only one that really has a lot of stuff aside from that Easter weekend for me. So I think we're good.
Unfortunately, my Halifax trip, because of flights, I don't actually get back until the Monday. So
well, and then there's that chance for any May game, Amy might be away, and then I might be away, and then anybody else on the team who comes with me, if we do the Calgary convention, will be yeah. But anyway, stuff the chat gets to hear. It's weird behind the scenes stuff.
This is the quality content you pay for.
Yeah.
A lot of scheduling. Oh my god, it's a lot of scheduling. Anxiety attacks and scheduling.
Imagine all of the memes where people are like, "Oh, D&D scheduling, the real like BBEG of the campaign is scheduling." But multiply that by how many games Dorktail runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why sometimes, unfortunately, I noticed that I had not updated our schedule in the Dork Tales Discord, and on Monday while we were recording Hunter, I glance over at OBS and there's a little message there from one of our lovely viewers and patrons who's like, "Is Strixhaven here?" And I'm like, "Oh no, we had to move it to Thursday because I need to have OBS open to the software we use to film Hunter, because we're running it off camera so that we can edit it." Yeah. And it's I don't know. So anyway, that's a life.
Yeah.
Oh, many
But we
games.
love you, patrons, and we love you, viewers, because this is going on like
This will
stream.
This will be
Yeah.
going on as a one shot. And speaking of which, if
Yay.
you're like, folks, if you're not on the Patreon, like the people who are watching right now, this is the past calling. Join us, because the Patreon is really bumping. There's a lot of stuff there. I need to post more just like text posts and things there, but you get a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we get
Uh,
like so many monthly games. Like we have Technocracy, we have this/Citadel, we have Strixhaven, which is twice a month.
which
So
is tomorrow, probably. That's good.
yeah, it's tomorrow. So it's like so many extra games. Wahahaha.
Yeah, anyway. I'm excited to have more drama.
Oh yeah. Speaking of more drama, are we ready to go back to the game?
See.
Yeah. See.
Let's.
All right. See. So, as the commercials end and we come back to the set, just revealed before was the previous chef, the one that has supposedly been murdered, and suddenly the camera's going to pan in onto Soraya, Beatriz, Isabella, Federico, and Rico, as you all react to seeing this, because it doesn't matter where you are in the restaurant.
Yeah.
You just get this, everyone's face is shocked as you hear this.
What's the chef's name?
The chef is Rodrigo Suerte.
All right. So Federico is going to turn and storm out and... Rodrigo!
Federico!
You're not dead!
No, it was a horrible mistake, and I have terrible news. Get quick, round up everyone. I have an announcement to make.
Everyone,
Think
come!
Isabella walks in and is like, does anyone else see the dead man? There's a ghost.
The restaurant is haunted.
Mr. Ibarra, let me see you back to your car. I know you haven't eaten anything, and the menus haven't shown up, but let me
Rico's hands and walk out.
let me see you. I have the menus now. Let's go out to this car that's crashed into the window. Let me show it to you. And he'll go usher him into the car and then slam the door shut, throw the menus in, and then run back to the kitchen.
To a shocked Nathio is just shocked, gonna start reading the menus. Absolutely.
Why did you put him in my car?
It wasn't going anywhere.
You broke a window. You owe me.
I owe you nothing.
I'm half owner now. You owe me a new window.
You're half owner.
Yes, weren't you here last week?
No, I think she was on a bender.
That explains so much.
Mm-hmm.
You're just jealous. I'm gonna storm off towards where Rodrigo is.
I'm also
Rodrigo's
the
going-
older one.
And I have terrible news. I was attempted murder. Obviously, I managed
By who?
to survive. But it was our rivals at La Torrera that attempted to take my life. Dun, dun, dun.
How did you survive?
I I managed to seduce the main hostess, and she was supposed to slit my throat, but I slit her heart.
You stabbed her?
Murdered?
You murdered somebody?
I did, and now I somehow hid the knife somewhere in the restaurant. I don't know where.
Sudden glance back at the podium where the knife is probably still sticking out.
Yep, you'll see the knife. Ah, yes, that knife, which I hope no one else has been able to touch.
Uno momento,
Well,
por
considering
favor.
it's stuck in the podium, somebody probably has.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Gonna polish that thing off nice and good there.
Good technique.
See.
Suddenly, you're going to see Marisol has come back from her drink, and the drink is going to fall from her hand and just smash on the ground and say, Rodrigo, what are you doing?
He is
At least the
alive.
broom's still out.
Who did this to you?
Beatrice is good and calmly pass the broom to Rico and go, it's your turn. And just kind of slap it against him and let go.
Rodrigo, you're still alive. Get back in that kitchen. I need 2 specials immediately. Do you still want your paycheck? Don't talk. Go.
Why don't you explain why you're not dead in the kitchen?
Yes, let's go.
Fantastic idea.
And he will grab the knife from the podium and lead you all into the kitchen. And as he does that, he's going to take the broom from Rico and say, "Oh,
Yes,
I
here."
can do that. Yes, sweep the hand." And as you're the last in the Rodrigo is last in the kitchen, and you are going to see him just lodge the broom in the handle of the kitchen door.
What are you
And
doing?
then he's going to turn.
What are you doing?
You see, it was a good lie. And he'll rip a face mask off. And you'll notice as the head chef from La Torera.
It was a trick.
Yeah, I figured that part out.
Oh.
Beatrice is
Quick,
going to grab the
distraction!
glass that Soraya is drinking from and toss it.
All right, I believe that's a strikeout with voice or violence.
Oh, yeah, so you brute!
There we go.
I don't have any conditions, so it doesn't really help me at all, but...
I have a feeling I can do
so what do I
condition.
need to do for that?
Roll with the questions. Have you caught them off guard? Yes. And have they just wronged you? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
we're
it's
in the
2 dice,
kitchen.
right?
Yep.
Okay. What's good?
A high.
Okay. And I don't think there's nothing that you add or anything like that because
Nope.
it's no
Nope,
stats.
not unless you get conditions, which you will be getting one. Don't worry.
Okay. 2 4s.
So that's an 8. All right. So you, on a hit, your strike lands, and you each mark a condition.
Okay.
So mark a condition. Rodrigo will also take a condition.
Okay. So I have to mark of the 4 I have, or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Just mark one that best suits the situation.
I guess hopeless.
Yeah.
Because I've got cagey,
Yeah, you're-
hopeless, introspective, and lovelorn.
Yeah. I would say hopeless probably works. And because he's suddenly going to reach for the stove and turn on the gas. So it's looking like he's kind of trapping you in here with the fire.
Everyone, stay back! I'm going to take a stand.
Nice.
I am trying to... Okay, am I trying to impress them? Yes. Is the law being broken? Yes. Okay. That's a 9. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. When I stand in defense, spend hold 1/1 4 to protect someone from an attack and take the hit instead of them. Take +1 on striking out for violence. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to strike out with violence.
All right.
If I can do that as well.
Great.
Okay. That is 7 on a strikeout with violence, 8 with this specialty.
Okay. Let me just quickly switch back down to...
Which actually, since an 8 doesn't make any difference, I'm just going to keep my hold, if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah. So the strike you... So yeah, the glass goes out. You say, everybody stand back, and you just punch him with a fist.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch him.
You're gonna punch him out.
You know what? I'm gonna wrestle him and then put his face down, like not on yet, but like down by like the flat top.
Ooh, yeah, that's great.
Or by the grill, have flame belching by his eyeball.
Yeah, there we go. So mark a condition.
Okay, I'm gonna take vicious.
Oh, that's lovely. All right, so as you're doing that, he's going to start screaming out. Anyone else want to jump in on this situation going on there?
I think Soraya's just like, suddenly I'm way more attracted to Federico. Just like, oh.
Actually, Rico's going to act with desperation. Reach a hand out. No! Federico! Don't slide into your old ways!
Oh, that's so good.
My mild chorizo! Don't become spicy!
Muy caliente.
That's so good. All
Like,
right,
roll for it.
When I help support that by expressing my love and supporting like his soft side that I know. I don't know what that would do. Can I give him like
There
a
is
plus
no
one by
soft
doing that
side.
or
There's only
something?
the hard side right now.
You know what? Yeah, we'll resolve you after, and let's get the roll from Mike, and then we can, depending on how well that goes for act of desperation.
Well, I got a 6, so
Oh,
it's too late.
Okay, so either.
All right. So Federico's gonna upgrade it. He's gonna be like, with this hand, you were willing to kill all of them. And he's gonna grab him by the hand and like hold it down on the chopping block and grab the knife and start going. Nah!
All right, so for my action, can I catch the hand then?
Oh no! Where do you catch the hand or do you catch the blade?
Well,
I'm going for the wrist, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, I guess
And just be like, no, my love. I know you have better and you don't fall to his level. Sort of thing.
So dumb.
So I would say that's like, I don't know, I would say that's something to maybe strengthen the relationship between
Express your love passionately.
them? Yeah.
Process
that
your
could
feelings
work.
out loud.
It might also be act
Or
desperate.
actress. Yeah, actress.
Or
Yeah,
desperation.
it's active
Yeah.
desperation.
Yeah, it's desperation.
Okay. But would you feel like
And
that
I'm
would
gonna-
strengthen the relationship because I'm supporting the side of him that I see and like that sort of thing? Because that's part of my future.
Yeah. Yes. Also, Mike, mark a condition as well for that fail.
Okay.
Okay, that's 2 6s.
2 6s. Okay.
These dice are rolling nice.
Yeah. So that was act of desperation. Do on a 10 plus you managed to hold everything together and avoid further complication. Okay, so yeah, I think you grab the knife and you look into Federico's eyes, and Federico, you are just taken back to a moment where you showed your soft side to Beatrice.
Want to change, but I...
You can. It's in you.
I just need you all so much.
And we need you. Just like gently reaching out.
So are you going to drop the knife or hold the chef, or are you still holding the chef down?
He's gonna like slowly, he'll start to let go and he'll drop the knife. We'll just clatter, clatter, clatter,
Clatter, clatter, clatter.
clatter, clatter, clatter.
At that moment, you're going to start to hear the door kind of rattling on the other side, where you hear Marisol Salazar, and then Beatrice. You're also going to hear the familiar voice of and also Soraya. I'm gonna just make it simple. You are both going to recognize previous lover of both of you, Jesus Mina, the professional athletic body trainer, is going to be helping you because he was out jogging for a run and he suddenly comes back and he's trying to help with the door from Marisol, and they're gonna burst through and he's going to just go and try and like caress both your faces at the same times. Bella.
I'm just gonna kind of knock it away because I am focused on Federico.
I am way into this though.
What is happening to you?
Yeah, Kelly, do you want to clear a condition? Because if you actually do that, that's intimacy supporting our relationship.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I will not be
Yeah, for my
engrossed
thing,
anymore.
take a +1 ongoing with your love when you act to strengthen the relationship. If you initiate the intimacy, clear condition. If they initiate it, they clear condition.
Yes, he will kiss your wrist and then embrace you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think her glasses just fall off through this because I can't stand wearing them any longer.
Yeah, try to live with him.
I think Isabella's gonna go and grab a pot and is gonna bash the fake chef person over the head because I don't want him to get up and start fighting, like, and run away.
Fair.
Just kind of like, how like grab and bonk.
Great. Roll me a strikeout with voice or violence.
Oh, I have a -2 because I took guarded as my condition. Well, that's great. That's a 4.
Haha. So I'm going to inflict a condition, and also because this is a one shot, I'm also gonna do a hard move on you because I want to. So you're going to hit him with a pot, and it's going to just bounce weirdly on the flat top, and it's going to kind of make a spark. And what the audience will see is that spark kind of starts flickering in the air. And if you remember earlier, the chef had turned on the gas on the gas stove. So that's probably not great. So yeah, take a condition.
Yeah,
And then
Can I break in with some drama because I think this is
Of
fun.
course. Please.
As I'm like, oh yes, this handsome. I look over and I see Isabella do that. I'm like, Isa, no, I'm pregnant with his baby. That's what causes you to miss.
Oh, amazing! What? He's going to say, and he's just going to. But how could I? I am sterile. You must have. Did you cheat on me with my also identical twin, Jesus?
Oh no. Can I actually also make my roll for big entrance, just even though I haven't entered the
Yes.
room, just
Yes.
to like claim
You just
control of
entered
it?
the room.
I just
Yeah.
entered the.
You were already
Entered
in
the
it, but then you
womb.
filled it.
You
We just,
entered the
like-
womb.
Yeah. So +1 for each person in the room with whom I've been intimate.
All right. I mean, this session or ever?
I think
Ever.
ever.
All right, who
So I
slept
think
with
that's-
Soraya? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you
Everyone.
want, Jen? Who have you slept with in
Yeah.
this room?
Roll a d6.
Yeah, roll a d6.
Yeah, here, I'll roll it. Yeah, I rolled a 2 on a d6 for that.
All right, so
You
pick,
have, an,
pick
you
2
have
people.
advantage for that.
Is it
You have
Rico
two-
twice?
You have advantage.
Advantage for the 2?
Yeah.
Or I rolled a 3.
All right, you've slept with 3 people in this room.
Great. That is a 10.
I think
So
Isabella's gonna turn and wants to come and grab the hair, Soraya's hair, and go, "You disgraceful harlot!" And we'll just like try and yank the hair.
and it comes off. Oh no.
El Canzor.
My hair. You took my hair.
So that I think would be strike out with voice or violence, Amy.
Yeah.
Give me a roll, and if you hit, you both get a condition. Just to let you know, I'm trying to get a meltdown going here, guys. Couldn't help you tell.
I'm not
Couldn't enough,
succeeding at this because that's a 3.
All right. That's really not great, Amy. That's
it's
really
really
not
not.
great. So each of you
still
will
grab the
take
hair.
Yeah, you still grab the hair. I think that's still gonna catch you off guard enough that you also take a condition, Jen, because we're
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
we're just playing with the rules now.
Hey, Robin.
Absolutely.
There's
Yes?
a meme in our Discord chat that you should see.
Oh
my
no.
God.
Love,
I'm gonna quick-
fire, finger cutting, surprise
Finger cutting,
pregnancy.
surprise pregnancy.
With your powers combined, I am Passions de las Passions.
Oh my
That's
god!
amazing.
What?
What's the other one I'm taking? Nope, that didn't work.
All right, so just quick condition check. How many conditions do people are at?
Not 2.
I have 2.
I only
alright.
mark one if I succeed, or no?
No, when I tell you. Yeah.
I mean, I'll happily take Lovelorn or something for how focused I got there.
Yeah, sure. If you want to give
I don't
yourself
mind
your own
taking more.
condition, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Sure.
I'm going towards a meltdown here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because I could take, I think in this case, zealous or raging.
Well, please take raging.
Cool.
That's great. Do. So, where were we with that? Okay, so yeah, pregnancy, rip.
So distracted.
I'm sterile. That must have been my thing. You harlot, rip. Wig comes off.
Yeah.
Wig is
and-
going to catch on fire.
Yeah.
Awful smell. Yep.
Awful.
It's a
smell.
terrible wig. So.
I think Isabella's might be holding the wig or drops
Yeah,
it or something. Like
You.
like
yeah.
oh shit.
I think at this point, suddenly the kitchen is gonna start just start really catching on fire, and starts the the chef from La Terrera is going to go, please, we all need to get out. I did not mean to murder all of you. I was just going for the one who wronged me. And who has stolen the recipe to our secret sauce.
Just kind of as an aside, I would like to slap Isabella.
Do it. Roll to strike out with violence.
That is a 9.
Ha! So each of you mark a condition.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Yep. And yeah, you're gonna see this, like, we're gonna see the wig get ripped off. The chef starts doing that, and then all of a sudden you're just gonna hear as Soraya slaps Isabella across the face. Gonna leave a very red handprint mark on there.
You may be my twin, but you are such a bitch.
Wait, you're twins?
Do the identical faces not give it away?
Is the gas still on?
I mean, the gas is
It's a little hot in here.
It smells like gas.
different hair.
Everyone knows the hair makes the twin.
Well, duh, you're not identical.
Oh my god! All of a sudden, while the kitchen is on fire, you're going to hear a knock at the door. Well, oh wait, no. I don't think I can go into an English. Hello there, it's me, Gordon Ramsay. I'm here to review the restaurant.
It's actually
What?
not a bad Gordon Ramsay.
What in the blazes is going on here?
Blazes, clearly.
It's a concept we're calling Hell's Kitchen Part 2.
That's
Actually filmed in hell.
copyright equipment.
But we're working on it.
Well,
Here, and he'll grab a plate and throw a handful of like shrimp that is on the prep table on top of it. He goes, enjoy! Compliments of the chef, looking down at the chef who's been knocked out on the ground.
so now this actual, this playset actually has cooking with someone. So I'm gonna have them. You're cooking with everyone for this role. So I would like you to roll, and yeah, is there previous romantic tension between you and Gordon Ramsay?
Yes.
Yes, always. And are you cooking your signature dish? Probably. Shrimp.
Ceviche.
Yep. So give me that roll.
I don't suppose this has any manipulate as superior attached to it, does it?
I feel like yes. I think Gordon Ramsay is well and truly superior to you in cooking.
He is
Yeah.
superior to
Because
all of us.
I'm rolling a -2 to manipulate as superior right now. I just rolled snake eyes.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh
Amazing.
no. So you're gonna take a condition, and then because we also agreed to manipulate a superior, I'm gonna also do something else extra with that fail too. So you take a condition for making that terrible dish. Gordon Ramsay will try it, and you're gonna hear him say, "It's fucking wrong, you donkey!" My kids who take shits that taste better than that. And he's gonna take
Ew.
2 pieces of bread and he's gonna put them to your face. Guess what this is? It's a fucking idiot sandwich, you fucking idiot.
Well,
Had to.
I am part owner. Obviously not the brains of the operation, but I do own half of this building. Not the part that's on fire.
Well, you're not the chef?
No, and I point down at the unconscious competitor chef on the ground. He's the one responsible.
It's true, I saw him make it.
He's your chef?
No, he's the chef from the other, from, I'll say the name of the...
He murdered our chef.
And not remember. He's trying to sabotage us.
I will give you 20 minutes to put together the best goddamn 4-course meal for me. And I will
Well-
try it and review.
Can just
All
at
of
that
you.
moment, Rico goes and gets a fire extinguisher and sprays down the fire and just covers everything with like soot and foam everywhere all over the kitchen.
That stuff's not toxic, is it?
I don't think it tastes good.
What do we do now?
Well,
The convenience store next door has a kitchen.
So wait, are you saying that we should sneak out and disguise the cooking
no, I have an idea.
from
No,
Krusty Taqueria as our own cooking?
sort of, but no, I
We
have
have
an
things in
idea.
the fridge. We could use their kitchen.
Isabella,
Make our own food.
Or Isabella points at the unconscious chef.
we should cook him.
Yes.
What?
No.
I'm sorry, I was confused. The gas is still on.
Turn that off.
I'm gonna turn the fan on.
No.
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 He had the secret recipe.
No. We can use him to get a 4-course meal pre-made from the competing restaurant.
Roll to Weekend at Bernie's?
Just act with desperation.
Yeah, do it. Do it. What the fuck, Amy?
You just drop him on the grill,
Drop
like
him
pick
on
him
the
up and put
grill.
his drop him face first on the grill.
No. Not going to cook him.
So we are going to cook him.
Someone help me carry him!
It's burnt to his face is this figure now. Wait. I'll give you this. There's the fake mask of the fake chef that you can put over top of him if you want it. The one that he ripped off.
Quick, grab his other arm. We'll carry him across the street. Someone put the mask back on.
All right. Weep. All right, Federico will help you carry it.
Oh my god.
Who's the same face size? Who can put on the mask?
Rico,
Cover up the burns.
only you have a face that will fit that mask.
It's like you're a
You must save
or
all. As half owner.
Yes, I must do this. Otherwise, our futures. We have no future. Help me fit it on.
Because we all know
Yo.
that if Gordon Ramsay gives us a bad review, Abuela's gonna kill us all.
So
And then we'll really be in trouble.
Federico will pull the mask over Rico's head, and we'll do that like head-to-head thing. You can do this, Rico. You can do this. Go.
Do you think that Let's process your feelings out loud, maybe?
What even is this? Yeah, that's...
I don't know.
Just roll some dice.
I need to ask
and
each
see what
member of
happens.
the audience if there is this me you want me to do? Or is this Rico?
I was gonna do you for like telling him he can do this, but I don't know if you're processing your feelings. What about
Express your love passionately. It's just a different
yeah,
kind of
express
love.
your love passionately. Let's
I will
do
express
that.
my love passionately. Hold on, I'm vicious and condemning right now. I want to see what that does. Oh, I can express my love really easily, actually.
nice.
Are you dressed to impress? Yes. Do they believe that you are single? No.
No.
No. I want to manipulate a superior. That's what I want to do.
Okay. There we go.
That's a 7.
On a hit, they give it into your wiles and agree to do it. On a 7 to 9, they need a bit more convincing. You choose humble or abase yourself to mark a condition, or give them something they want first.
I will take the engrossed condition. Okay, I'm 1 away from a meltdown.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, don't worry, Jen. It is not. So yeah, you humble yourself to, what do you offer to Rico to
it's one or the other.
persuade him? Well, it says humble or abase yourself, mark a condition.
Yeah.
So what do you humble?
Basically just like doing that like forehead to forehead thing. Rico, you've saved my life before. You pulled me out of my time with Motosierra. You can do this. You can do anything. I believe in you. You are my
Rico's holding his face in his hands.
You are my brother. And I love you. Oh.
He responds to the mask.
I feel the same way.
It doesn't fit very well on his face, so it comes out muffled.
Uh-huh.
Jamming a finger into his mouth. No, we need to go across the road and see about getting some food. I can barely talk or breathe in this. You might have to lead me. I can barely see, too.
Okay, I'll take him over.
Good.
As you two
Lead the way.
walk out the building, Kelly, man, I've come out of the game. Federico is going to hear the sound of motorcycles pull up, and what you are going to hear is one of your old members point and say, "Where is Soraya?" "I am looking for Soraya. She is carrying my child, actually. And that little child is to be the heir of the Motosierra gang."
I think Soraya is like coming out of front. Yes,
My love.
mi amor.
Wait. Hold on. No, she can't be carrying your child. When did you two even meet? That is a bald-faced lie.
Jen, would you like to have a flashback?
I would love to have a flashback.
I would like to accuse him of lying, if that's okay at the same time.
That's also okay. So would you
Can
like to reveal a shocking truth for that flashback, or preparation?
So first, because I'm being accused of lying, so this is a back and forth. Because I'm being accused of lying, I would like to interfere by remaining aloof or coy and use my heart to pin down.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
And so I will roll, and then if I'm successful, you'll take minuses. I am not successful. I rolled a 6. So you can improve your roll to a 10 plus, or make me mark a condition. I only have one left,
Okay.
but it's your choice.
So that's for accusing you of lying?
Yeah.
Like to
Yeah.
accuse someone of lying? Okay. What the heck do I have? Oh, I have a +1 to accuse someone of lying. That's nice. And what did your thing give me? Sorry?
You can either improve your roll to 10 plus, so you get the highest level of success, or you can make me mark a condition. So if you've already
I'm gonna
been
make you mark a condition, but
Cool.
and then I got a 6 to
Nice.
accuse you of lying.
Okay. So I now have all my conditions marked. Just FYI.
Perfect.
last
No,
one was lustful.
that's not an FYI. That is a time
Yeah.
to take over the scene and have a meltdown there, Jen.
But first, did you want to do a flashback? Because we could do that.
Yeah, let's do a flashback first.
I think my flashback is reveal a shocking truth.
Cap.
And oh man. What would the shocking truth be? Somebody help me. My brain froze.
You actually slept with his brother?
Is it also an
And
identical
this dude
twin?
slept with, like, Isabella?
Yeah, like did this guy actually was
You
it
guys
actually
swapped?
Isabella?
Brothers and sisters?
Oh
And
yes, that's
Isabella
perfect.
slept with him. I slept with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
You slept with the other one.
Yeah.
You slept with the chef in the restaurant, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. She's with her.
Okay. So for my and then do you want me to read my meltdown? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Yep.
Okay. They think they can spurn you, treat you like trash? Not anymore. You throw yourself at the object of your greatest affection. You confess how long you've needed them and how desperately. Maybe you show them how good they could have it. Maybe you destroy something beautiful so they can only see you. Tomorrow they'll see you through eyes that know your fragility, but tonight you'll be without walls. And I think actually part of that shocking truth is I did sleep with dude's brother because this is the guy that I actually want, and Isabella got to him first, and so I think that I would like to try to destroy something beautiful, and that is Isabella, and I'm going to just straight up attack her and be like,
Hat
I've always-
scratcher.
like, what's the name of this guy?
I
don't
let me
know.
just pull a random card. His name is Victor Mora.
Victor, it's always been you I loved. This, my twin, my sister, she stole you from me, and I will take you back, whatever the consequences. And I'm just gonna launch myself at Isabella.
Isabella, I think right as you're saying that, he's just like, yeah, but I'm a better lay, and then like it's like attacked.
Can I use my hold to, if you guys are okay with it, to step in and try to break this up and defend Isabella?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It'd be a real shame if, so I can protect them from attack and take the hit instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still striking out though, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
you're still striking out.
That is a 9.
Well, that's gonna hit me.
All right, so both. So I'm just reading for what happens when you. So you do have your meltdown. Hold on.
Apparently, the only dice rolls I can really land are strikeout rolls.
That's pretty great. Hold on. Just a minute. I'm finding the
She's like-
page for meltdown.
She's like got a singed wig like half on her head. She has just lost it.
Oh, that's so.
She looks
good.
absolutely deranged.
Oh,
Yeah,
totally.
like this.
Just
Like, surprisingly beautiful, but also deranged and crazy and just disheveled.
Oh wait, we're outside. I need to put the kitchen back
Yeah.
up. Put the
Yeah.
restaurant back up.
Okay, so you until you complete your meltdown, you keep all your conditions. So it doesn't matter that the conditions that you get from hitting now Federico. But Federico, you will take a condition.
Which means I melt down.
Are you having a meltdown?
I'm having a meltdown. There's a line between justice and vengeance. Sometimes.
Dominoes.
That's
Yup.
done now. You go directly at the object of your enmity and bring them to justice. You throw their sins and their fate and met out punishment. Maybe you lock them up in jail or a cellar. Maybe you finish things once and for all. Tomorrow they'll know you've been a brute, but tonight they'll face you and know the truth. So, as Soraya's like beating on him, he's gonna like just push her over, like push her down to get her out of the way,
Yep.
and is going to point at whatever this dude's name is.
Victor Mora.
First my sister, and then this place? You tear every life apart, Victor. You're done! And he's gonna attack Victor.
Okay. Go for it. Strike out.
He's gonna push him in front of an oncoming bus.
Amazing. Amazing.
As Soraya gets pushed to the ground too, she falls. He goes, "My baby!" and clutches her stomach.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because yeah, you fell bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
You felt bad.
You fell bad.
All
You
right,
gotta
I feel
clear
like
that up.
I feel like if Beatrice witnesses that, she's going to strike out with voice. And I thought better of you. And when you do that, strike out at your love or accuse your love of lying, you may immediately swap your love to the other suitor to take +10. And she's just gonna fling herself back over to Isabella and just like cry in your arms.
Oh, this is so good.
Oh. Yeah.
How could he? I knew he was trying to get away from it, but he's just wallowing in it.
We should go away somewhere. On a trip. Take a vacation. You work so hard. I see it every day.
I feel so seen.
Is this what you want?
Helps it-
Her?
I don't know what I can do until you control the violence in your heart.
He's going to get on Bus Guy's motorcycle and ride off into into the hot Spanish sun.
This is amazing.
Perfect. As you go on to this hot Spanish sun, we're going to see Rico collecting dishes, Gordon Ramsay eating happily. We're going to see Isabella just oh wait, no, we're gonna see Soraya in a hospital with the doctor. We don't see what's on the scan. And then we see Isabella and Beatrice getting on a plane. And the final shot of this episode is the plane with a bunch of warning lights all of a sudden. And then the episode will end on a cliffhanger.
Well done.
Such passion.
Oh my god.
The last 10 minutes, we really got it. We got it there.
Yeah,
We figured it out.
really
Got to it.
fucking worked
We had to
there.
build some structure to work off of.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was insane, guys.
Man.
insane in the membrane.
There was one point where I was laughing, but it kind of worked because it was kind of like she was crying, and then I was crying, and then my makeup started smudging.
I had to keep dabbing my eyes because my eyelashes were getting so wet.
Christine, that line of "Wait, you're her twin" killed me.
So I figured that would help set it up for in case I decided that I'd slept with one of them, and like, which did I sleep with?
Right?
Yeah.
For the chat, I'm wearing a not fancy wig, and it doesn't actually fit my head, which is why we were like, let's pull the wig off because that's funny.
Yeah. No, I feel like this would make a great Extra Life game.
Oh, so good.
Like so many things that you could buy for it easily. Like, and just you just need to be creative, and it just comes out of left field no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I feel like for some people, maybe having like, for me, possibly having a list of potential just like random shit I can throw out would be great.
It might be worth it to have like a half-hour just cast meeting over video and voice together to brainstorm lists of ideas of what could be happening between characters, just to have stuff to pull from. But then in Extra Life, the chat buys you stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, this totally happens.
Right. Or even a cast meeting to determine menu items to, have people buy things.
Something like like do it like surprise pregnancy where they don't get to pick. Yeah, they're just saying there's a surprise pregnancy.
Yeah, elements for the
there's
game.
A surprise breakup, or that sort of thing, and then
surprise breakup.
The cast and
$5.
the master of ceremonies.
It's like $1.
Picks it.
Good job, Robin.
Thank you. That was insane. That was.
Did you have a good time with it?
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
That was.
No, it was great because you brought up a couple of the big first twists for us to build off of, and I think that really helped. Just have it all of a sudden go off the rails.
Yep. No, that was insane, and I hope you all enjoyed it, players and audience on Patreon, and then audience on Twitch later. Remember that Patreon got this at least 3 months in advance, and they got to see it done live and input to the chat. It was a fun time, and thanks for watching.
Before we head out, can I just read off what face certain death does?
Yes.
So at any time you can face certain death. If you, on a 10 plus, the audience chooses one from the list. On a 7 to 9, you choose one. When an option is chosen, it is crossed off and no one may choose it again. This is what happens when you should die. Someone you choose saves you just in time. You take a distinctive but sexy scar. You gain a permanent debility, such as a limp, an eye patch, etc. You become a twisted, evil version of yourself.
So good.
Suffer amnesia. Return with a new face.
Yep.
Wind
that
up
would
in
be a great option for when characters have to leave.
Well, I mean, like, seriously, if we ran this again and like Traz was feeling better, he could play Rico, and we just say that they had a death. Yeah. So, Mike, you'd have to mail him that wig.
That's true.
But wind up in a possibly long-term coma or wind up dead, which can always be chosen. That's just... this game is ridiculous. So, good job, author.
It's so good.
That was a really, really great...
Brandon
great game.
Gambetta.
Yep.
Good job, Brandon.
That was insane. That was insane in the membrane.
So if you like more games like this, definitely join the Patreon. And for those of you who are on the Patreon right now, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I'm going to quickly read out our top patrons because that is the way of our people. So first off, a big thank you to our world builder, Jade, the maker of monsters, to our divine producer, Jan and Bob, my parents, to our demonic producer, Burkarius, our evil but fun Funkle, Tammy, the forever cleric, who's the wizard of the Patreon, and the High Council of Patreon, Taryn, Buddy, Trizelta, Cubby Gummy, Amberthist, the Traveler, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Drew Thompson, Sergio, Chef Aladeth, LaRouque, Sorcerer Sanguine, and Mike Baxter. You're all amazing. Thank you so much. And Robin, thanks for running.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for letting me do this chaos on the channel.
Well,
And thank you, players.
We're going to have more coming soon for Radiant Citadel, and we'll keep you all appraised. Ooh, all the drama made me tired. All appraised for when that's going to happen. But until then,
Yes.
Buenos tardes, I guess, or buenos noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenos noches. Goodbye, everybody.